Welcome to How to Make a Pomander, and here's what you're going to need. First, you're going to need like an apple. You can also do it with an orange, but apples are bigger so they last longer. We have these little cloves. They smell really good. You're going to need a small screwdriver, and you can use any size screwdriver, but usually a small one is better. And then some ribbon. I'm using this white. Usually thicker ribbon does better. And some sewing pins, just little pins. So now you're gonna make the 4 segments just like this apple. And you're gonna need your pins. Yellow. You're gonna need like just basic sewing pins. These one have a little tiny head. And so to do this, you're gonna need 2 arms lengths of ribbon. I'm using this glittery ribbon. It's kind of thick, which makes it easier. And usually 2 arms lengths is pretty much the whole ribbon. So if it seems like it's more than 2 arms lengths, don't get the whole one, but usually it is. So what you're first gonna do is you're gonna drape it over the top of your apple, which is what we did here. And we knotted it at the bottom and put in the pins to hold it on so it wouldn't like slip off, because we forgot the pins at first and it kept coming off. And then you're going to take your ribbon and put it in, make it so that each of your halves is cut in half to make 4 segments. Then you're gonna knot the ribbon at the top. So we just put the pins in, and I use these ones. They have really small heads, so they're not very noticeable. So it just looks like it's tied around and it's like floating. So after you do that, you're going to use your really like small screwdriver. Make sure it's not too small so the cloves can actually fit. But if it's too big, they'll all fall out. And with apples, I'd advise you to have a paper towel because they're very, very juicy. So, because some are juicier than others, but anyway, what you're gonna do is you're gonna put your screwdriver on the apple, and you're going to, see some juice just came out. Push, and to test the size, you're just gonna do a test clove, and sometimes they break, and then you're just going to poke a bunch of holes in a line. Sometimes you can do like 1 line, a whole line, and then you're gonna take your cloves and put them in. And just make sure they're nice and spaced out, because if they're too close together, the cloves will hit each other and break. One of the sections is done, and this is how it looks. I just did basic straight lines. If you're like an artist, you can make any design you want, but I just made basic straight lines, and some of the cloves broke, like this one, but it doesn't really matter. They still smell good. And just make sure you do the holes deep enough for the cloves so it's not really hard to push them in. And if it's not all the way in, it doesn't matter. It's not like it's just gonna fall out everywhere because it's still in the apple. It's also really juicy, so some apples are juicier than others. Oranges aren't as juicy, but apples are much bigger, so I would suggest apples, but just have a paper towel nearby and do it on a paper plate. So this is the final product of the pomander. As you can see, there's a lot of cloves. And what you do with it is, by the ribbon, you can hang it from the doorknob in a closet. They go really well in laundry rooms or wherever you have a washing machine, because they smell really good and they make the clothes smell good too. And we suggest putting them in a paper bag because it helps the juice dry out, so it's not like dripping juice everywhere, wherever you hang it. So we're giving this probably to my Aunt Catherine on Christmas Eve, which is in 3 days. We suggest leaving them for 3 days or more, but 2 would probably be fine, but it just helps the juice dry out so it's not dripping juice. We also need a special thank you to Richard Scarry for giving us his old-fashioned tradition. This is the Best Christmas Ever book, and it has tons of little stories you can read every night. It's got probably 10 Christmas stories, And in the back, there's also like a Christmas game, Christmas words, Christmas carols you can sing. So definitely check this out. Maybe, I don't know if they have it at the library, but you can probably find it on Amazon, Target. But it's a really good book. We definitely suggest it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and happy pomander making.